What's up, guys? So before I get the review going, man, just big shout outs to Che Dizzle and Vexify for helping me get the review done a bit faster. So here we go. Combine RG3, 96 overall dual style, ground and pound speed, run style, 6'2", 95 speed, 87 awareness, 87 throw mid, 93 throw on the run, 88 play action, 95 throw short, 96 throw power, and 92 throw deep. Also has a 90 juke and a 96 spin and a 70 carry. So you definitely want to slide, even though it is very tempting to juke and spin with them. Also has a 91 throw accuracy. So definitely fun to play with if you like to scramble with your quarterback. But anyways, man, enough about the stats. Let me show you what he can do on the field. So when I play with RG3, you know, he reminded me so much of that campus legend Tim Tebow. You know, those so many great passes, but once in a while those bad passes will sneak up on you. But we'll get to that part later. Right here, throwing short, of course, no problem. Throwing short and throwing deep are two of the things that he does best with, you know, by far. As you can see here, throwing short, of course, is no problem. Which, of course, if you think about it, you know, this late in the game, throwing short for any quarterback should not be a problem. Right here, throwing mid was his one struggle point, but just because I say he struggled does not mean that he cannot do it. As you can see here, he's definitely capable of throwing the mid passes. And of course, it does always help when you guys, when you have guys like Vincent Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey to throw those one-hand spectaculars. And you know, it definitely does make life a bit easier when you're playing with a quarterback whose mid accuracy is not as good as you wish it was. And right here, deep throw, once again, no problem. You know, like I said, deep and throw, or deep and short passes were his, you know, best things to do. Now, you know, like I said with Vincent Jackson and Alshon Jeffrey, Mike Wallace, man, is a very nice luxury to have. And speaking of Mike Wallace, man, you guys have been talking about Mike Wallace a lot in my previous videos. You guys just can't help but bring him up. I'm not complaining, but you know, I can definitely understand why you want to bring him up. The guy just gets open. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. RG3, man, does a lot of great things, like I said, but there's always that one thing he does bad, which is not bad, but you know, struggle is a more apt word. Right here, though, throwing on the run was, you know, not as bad as his mid throw, but it was pretty close. You know, I'm surprised, you know, how many wide open passes that he missed on the run. But this right here is a show that he definitely can throw on the run if you put him in that situation. I'm saying like in terms of percentage, I would say this, you got like a solid maybe 70% chance, which I know some of you guys might say, well, that's a great percentage, but if you think about it, man, that 30%, you know, it will sneak up on you from time to time. But as you can see right here, man, that 70% definitely does, you know, help. But right here, you see it right there, this is what I'm talking about. This is his one struggle, well, not his one struggle, but some of his struggle points. Throwing on the run and mid throw is where you know, you're gonna see most of his missed passes. And the reason he reminded me so much of Tebow and of course Flashback Vic is because the things that he does great will help you get to the playoffs, but those two things that he struggles with is what most likely will knock you out of the playoffs, and that's a very annoying thing. Now, I'm not saying he can't win you a Super Bowl, believe me, I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying don't be surprised if that's what happens, you know. And this right here, of course, is the one reason, well, not the one reason, but one of the main selling points for RG3. 95 speed is amazing, and of course he's deadly in the open field. Of course, I always recommend slide, but you know, sometimes you just can't help yourself. This right here, he definitely he took 2 hit sticks, 0 fumbles. I'm not saying he won't fumble, but I'm just saying always slide. Try to fight the temptation unless you just really believe in your stick skills. But anyways, like I was saying, he throws great short passes and great deep throw passes, and that's great and everything. But if you have a scheme that just revolves around short throws and deep throws, which I'm not sure if there are any schemes like that, but if there are, I would definitely see him fitting your scheme, especially if you run like a West Coast offense. That would be an amazing fit for you. So if that's the case, I definitely recommend RG3. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this review. My final thoughts, though, I think he's worth $170,000. That actually sounds like a pretty fair price to me, you know, considering the way he plays. Now, of course, you know, like I said, that mid throw will, you know, it just might cost you, but the way he plays everywhere else, you know, the speed, the throw short, throw deep, and everything else, you know, 150 sounds fair to me. Now, right here, the reason I'm comparing him to campus legend Manziel is because Manziel is actually going to be my very next offensive player review. So I'm just showing you what they look like side by side, and of course, you know, on paper, RG3 is better with, you know, running, but obviously Manziel is better with the throwing stats. So this review should be out maybe Thursday, maybe, you know, at the earliest tomorrow, which I doubt. So most likely Thursday. But anyways, I do not believe RG3 is a top 5 quarterback. Top 10 maybe, you know, you can make the case because, like I said, if you throw a lot of short and deep passes, he might be, but definitely not top 5. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of that, man. My next review besides Manziel is going to be this position hero linebacker Sean Lee. His review also might be out on Thursday, so be on the lookout for that, man. And I'll see y'all boys for the next review. Peace.